But why do you want me to become what you want?
But I don't want you to become French. I think you're not French. I don't want you to become French.
Oh, not French?
We're going to talk to these gentlemen. Hello, gentlemen, how are you? Someone is here in front of you. Has recently been in police custody, believe it or not, because he said he saw Afghans sitting on the ground and was tired of seeing them doing nothing. In the depths of France, you got it, I got it. Yeah, what do you think about that idea? I think it's thank you. He was held by police for inciting racial hatred.
Police custody just because he said what?
He said there are too many Afghans.
There were too many Afghans in the countryside in France.
Yeah, but what is he, French? The French guy? Yeah, just judging by appearances.
How do you ask the question to the right people who can answer?
You answered that he did?
He can answer, yeah.
Okay, we asked the gentleman. Me?
I'm the right person, but talking to people is hard. You want to respond to us?
Sir?
But you don't know me? No, you don't know me.
Because I know the person.
No, listen to me. Listen to what he said. He spoke French. Listen to the French he spoke. He simply said that he's asking. I understand if you go far in school, he has no right. Telling me to ask the right people without knowing me.
Because me, I'm from the neighborhood?
I'm from the neighborhood from here. I don't know those guys.
No problem, I'll interview you later. He can answer. I'm from the neighborhood.
I know what he's talking about.
And
Why?
you don't want to answer, so I'm out. My answer is no.
Wait,
Sir?
I'm not saying he's not answering. He answers as he wants. Go ahead.
Ask him, but first ask the question the way he wants. Listen to me, I'm from the neighborhood. It's because he doesn't know me. But me?
I didn't know he wasn't from the neighborhood.
He doesn't know, so he can't say that. He doesn't know me from the neighborhood.
What would you say about it, sir?
Sorry.
What would you say about it?
He will answer me, sir.
So what do you think? So? Sir? He made a video. He said he's tired of seeing Afghans in the middle of the countryside in France. There you go.
I spent 48 hours in police custody. What about you? Does it affect you? Did it make you aware?
I don't think it's normal to want to do police custody just because he said there are too many people outside protesting. Everyone is free to speak as they want. Sure, he's free to say whatever he wants.
Did anyone view it as inciting racial hatred? In fact,
Not necessarily. It has nothing to do with it. Everyone can say what they think, right? Me, I agree with that.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And you, sir?
Then go ahead.
No, tell me, yeah.
So, sir, who is Jean-Eudes Gannat?
Hello?
Who is then an identitarian activist? We have to say things as they are. I'm telling you the facts. Yeah?
I know him, yeah.
Considered to be far right, etc. Yeah, that's his choice.
He's free to be whoever he is, yeah.
That's it. He even records a video in front of a Leclerc showing he's in the countryside. That's true in France. So-and-so in a city says he's seeing more Afghans and is tired of seeing them idle in front of the Leclercs. And they were sitting on the ground eating.
But normally he should be asking this question to the government. It's the government that sets the quotas for Afghans. We give them their residence permits because they're in terrible misery back home. They arrive here, we let them in, there's no problem. France has always been a welcoming country for everyone. Let me tell you about his great-grandfather or grandfather. We're all French in some way, we all came from somewhere. But what the state does is it gives residence permits to Afghans, let's say to North Africans, Africans, and gives them an allowance. Sorry, but the law in Europe require it and pay for these Afghans, including France.
it's us then.
It's me too, excuse me, it's me too.
But when I say we, there are more of us.
But what happens with our taxes? They pay France, which then has to give them a royalty. But there is accommodation, and this accommodation, like in Paris, is tight. There is no accommodation. They're offered to go to the middle of nowhere, and that might shock people like you.
Of course it bothers us.
What I want can only shock you, because tomorrow, if, with our dear Macron where he wants to take us tomorrow, maybe there will be a war. Maybe. They will be the first to take up arms,
First to take up arms to
defend France?
I'm not convinced, and neither are you.
No, there are a lot of people who don't bite the hand that feeds them. You see what I mean? Because France, in a way, welcomed all of us.
That's the fundamental question. Do you feel French deep down inside? Tell the truth.
Are you as French as a Frenchman? Excuse me, sir.
You can't be more French than a Frenchman. Either you're French or you're not.
No, me, I'm more French than you because you come here. I display both the French and Algerian flags in my restaurant because I'm both. I can't just be French, that's it.
I have the French flag, me.
But where are you from originally, sir?
Auvergnat, Alsatian, Basque, Auvergne, Corsican.
Go ahead. No. Look for the Corsicans. They came where the Auvergnats, they became. But sir, that was in 1900, not 1800. Auvergne and Corsica weren't part of France.
No.
No, but listen, if we look at history, my great-grandfather fought in World War I, my grandfather in World War II. Could I be more French?
I don't know. You tell me I have two flags.
Excuse me, but no, I'm proud of everything I am.
But I don't blame you for being proud of that tomorrow.
There's a war in France, and I'm moving for my father.
And if it's against Algeria?
Against Algeria, yes. Listen, for example, there's a text that says, me, I'm Muslim. There's a text that says, if you are in a country and you are attacked by another, you should defend this country even if it's against your own.
And so you would go to war against Algeria? Yes.
Why not?
I'm asking because often when we talk with Algerians, it's not most of them.
If you think you need to talk to a 6-month-old rabbit, but why?
It's a trick question. If it's obvious, say yes. It's not a trick question.
Tell me, what scares you, Afghans or Africans? Or do they bother you with their presence?
Let me explain. It's not that they scare me. I'm not afraid, they just bother me. We've had the same ethnic background in France for about 1,000 years. And now we find ourselves with a daily life that is completely turned upside down. In Paris, there are many community shops unrelated to the area. This is France normally, and in addition, incidentally, let's not forget, there are major problems with insecurity, major problems with unemployment, problems with terrorism and everything. And what does terrorism actually mean for us? Let me finish, please. For us, it's not about hate. I don't hate Algeria. The Algerian war ended decades ago. What bothers me is that basically, I feel like this carries within itself the seeds of future conflicts. You can't deny it, since inter-community problems are obvious. Some vote Rassemblement National to stop immigration, while immigrants support La France Insoumise to oppose Rassemblement National.
You know, there are a lot of immigrants who vote for the Rassemblement National. Just because there are people who vote for the Rassemblement National doesn't mean they agree with the Rassemblement National. They agree on some things like incivility, certain issues, rights for the French, rights for some matters, and what shouldn't be done. If I tell you that I agree with these principles, does that mean I'm with the Rassemblement National? I'm not with the Rassemblement National? I'm a Frenchman of different cultures, and I'm here. My great-grandparents were here in the 1800s. We've always been French. Algeria was a French department, so we stayed French.
No, you didn't stay French. I didn't make history, but you didn't stay French.
And how do you know that I'm no longer French and that I didn't remain French?
You have two flags in your store. I'm not blaming you. I understand people have attachments.
Do you say that to the Bretons? To your neighbors? Why do you have two flags? Do you say that to the Corsicans? Do you say that to the Alsatians? Why do you have two flags?
For the restaurants?
Let's go to a restaurant in Corsica.
The guy's French, but Algeria isn't a French province anymore. It's a flag now, not a French province. And it's a flag that was created by people who kicked France out. That's not the case for the Corsicans, that's not the case for the Bretons, that's not the case for the Alsatians.
The Corsicans aren't seeking independence.
Not for the most part. No, not for the most part. No, not for the most part. No.
You're not being honest. I have a question. Go ahead, ask me the question. Can I ask him a question?
Yeah, go ahead. Basically, you told me that it bothers you, that the Afghans are over there, and that it bothers you, right? Why doesn't it bother you? The Afghans who work, who pay contributions, why don't they bother you?
Actually, there are two problems. There's the presence of immigrants, and there's the fact that we grant French nationality to everyone.
You see, I work when I arrive, I do.
I work at 3 a.m. It starts.
There are at least 200 people or 300 people, and I can tell you the majority, I would say 80. They're Afghans, they're black people, Arabs, Arab Afghans.
All of them are being feminized, not the government's will.
There are people
who want to do that job.
They pay contributions, they work when they pay taxes.
I lived and worked in Morocco, but didn't become Moroccan. My brother lives there too, but he's not Moroccan.
Me tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
If I have to go to a country and I stay longer than I should, I want to settle down and adapt to this country. I want to become that. But once I leave, I keep the roots inside me. Because tell me...
Will your children keep the roots? Will your grandchildren keep the roots?
Listen, sir, my children, they are French. I have a daughter who works for the government and another daughter who works at the... She really does. This year, she will have a very important position in France that you can't get. But she is proud to be French. She is proud to be French.
She has French nationality?
She doesn't have French nationality. No, we've been French for generations. You can't take that from us.
without wanting to insult you. Yeah, how do we explain it to you in those cases if you've been French for so long? That you still speak with an accent, that you have a flag in your shop, etc.
I don't notice my accent, but do you? Others don't seem to hear it, but now...
It's clear that it's not. It's clear that it's not a French local accent.
I need to answer your question. Let me tell you something. I'm listening.
Go ahead.
You can't stand? You say it bothers me instead of saying I don't like others, you just say it bothers me. Instead of it bothering you. Why don't you ask the question of how we can work together so that these people who bother you can be used as labor in France? What we're lacking in all those high-demand jobs, jobs on the roads. France is dirty now, and few want to work because we don't accept people.
Excuse me, but France was less dirty before massive immigration, before you were even born.
It was cleaner before you were born. Well done.
But
How do you do it?
countryside, in some places, at the factory for the garbage collectors, etc. We're among white people, we managed to collect the garbage.
If we leave France to the French, I swear to you, I swear, like you say, if we leave France to the French, in a week, France would sink. Because you know why I told you I didn't have a school education? You saw where I work. There are 1,000 people, there are French people. And just like you say,
But they're immigrants.
they're immigrants working in France.
People like me who pay contributions? Simple question. Interesting?
Immigrants work in France, but that doesn't make them French. We don't care about being French in Parliament.
We don't need them. We should get rid of them. We should put them on a boat. Going back home, that's it.
Saying we pay contributions, that's not a problem, but we're here, we're not working. That,
I think that's the issue.
Tell that to the Portuguese and Italians. What does it accomplish? After 20 years in Europe, they still feel Italian at home, even if you tell them it's now Europe.
There are still clear ethnic and cultural differences between a Portuguese, a Frenchman, and an Algerian.
Now you're saying I'm racist.
You label me before I speak. After 10 minutes, I'm already called a no.
You're saying if you don't accept, you say the other one is like me.
Yes, we feel the same.
And I see you, but listen to me.
Of a Moroccan or a Frenchman.
Sir, let me tell you something first.
Just answer my question, please.
Me, I'm going to me. How do you look like me? The reflection of me, that's you. No,
No, there are differences here.
he has differences.
Do you feel culturally closer to a Tunisian?
No, there isn't. Sorry.
You're close to a Tunisian?
He's sorry. There's no sorry.
Honestly, you seem more Tunisian. I'm French, sir.
I see you as much as a human being. You feel closer to a Tunisian, a Frenchman. If you need help, I answer. You need help that you should look for. You said, excuse me, they're not you. You said the countryside. That's it. Excuse me, the countryside. If there aren't many people, there are 500,000 people. That's normal. Only you stay. If you say you only stay among yourselves. Because it's the countryside, there's no work. If tomorrow there are jobs, we'll see. You'll see, everyone will go. I want to go to the countryside.
No, that's not what we want. It's not about hate. We just don't want labor.
We don't want our country to be changed. Actually, that's the thing. The question I'm going to ask both of you if...
You...
Please. Tomorrow we'll take the reasoning all the way tomorrow? In France, there are only black people and Arabs left. Is that how you see it? Is France still France to you?
no?
No.
If only black people and Arabs remain in France tomorrow,
If that's all there is,
is it still France?
that's not possible.
Yes, but imagine if we take the reasoning to the end.
But why? Why? No.
Isn't that possible? But listen,
Sir, wait, excuse me. He asked a good question. Please fill me well. He said, look, Barbès, come here, I know you. Sometimes you do reports that are a bit biased. Sometimes you tell the truth. Come on, let's go to Barbès now. We'll bring the police. We'll block Barbès. We'll count the people. There won't be 1,000 people. 1,000 can't make a difference, and it won't be 70 million, just 1,000, yes.
It's trendy.
What do we think?
How do you explain that the prefectural documents in Seine-Saint-Denis? How do you explain that the prefectural documents in Seine-Saint-Denis are issued in 27 languages? It's not just 1,000 immigrants. The population is being replaced.
It's not because of the Arabs either.
There's a population replacement, but due to the law,
That's it?
we voted.
Voted for Europe?
No, it's not just that we voted for Europe. The French already voted against the Constitution and the treaty.
But our dear Sarkozy came back.
Yes, but basically what you're telling me is that since we have leaders who betrayed us, we're forced to accept the whole world. And I'm telling you, it's without hate. We don't want our ethnic background or population to change.
Don't accept the whole thing.
Wait, since I didn't reply earlier, you said many of us work as immigrants, etc. If we leave, everything collapses. But let me reassure you, we ran train lines and subways before massive immigration. And then what I wanted to tell you, so let me...
If you're one of those people, you'll have trouble making it work.
country. My problem, excuse me.
That's why I said to ask the right questions to the right people. Sometimes once you say something, you can't take it back. I can correct what my friend said.
Okay.
Yes, look, I'm not asking you yet. I'm asking you, sir. Take the subway at 5 a.m. and you'll see if there are people. I filmed it, the subway at 5 a.m. Wait, are there people? He'll go with you. He's good at filming and you'll see, but I know. What is it?
Are you going to see people? You have to let me finish, excuse me.
If I have France, it'll fail. I saw the body, so you'll face many difficulties.
There will be difficulties with the workforce. Up until now, listen, with jobs under pressure. It's good what they did, but they don't make things much easier. There are a lot, there's Bouygues, there are the big companies, there's everyone, but there are no workers.
Did we bring in immigrants to lower wages? It's not just because some do tough jobs. Let me finish, please. Let me finish. It's not because... Let me finish, please. Let me finish. It's because there's immigration. It's not because there's labor immigration that we have to give citizenship to everyone. That's what I mean. Actually, when you work abroad...
There are steps and laws, but here...
Many undeserving people received it. Does Mohammed Merah deserve his nationality?
Mohammed Merah was born here. I'm not defending a terrorist, but he was born here. Check the law, it's established.
But I oppose that law.
Listen, he's against that. Oh, really?
A Frenchman was born at my place.
Me, French, if it's about a horse, listen to me, sir. It's his right to be against that. It's his right. Me. Yeah, I will fight so that you can express yourself like that. That's why I'm debating you. Many won't. What's happening here is very good. Most people will never debate you.
It's very good.
I'm gonna tell you something. Even if some people bother you, it's your right, but you have to talk about it with people. But you shouldn't close yourself off. You need to go and stay with them. What's wrong? Why do you want to?
You know, I've worked enough in factories in France and in a number of jobs to be around people. Yes, of course, yes.
Working in a factory lets you spend time with people, like in the locker rooms.
What? But even at work, while you're working, when you're on the assembly line, etc. I talked about how I worked at Vallejo, where I worked at LCDA. I worked at LCDA in Avria. No, not at all. I did it for several years. In many working class environments.
I'm sorry, me?
I spent years working with immigrant labor.
You get to know people by working with them for 15 days.
No, but actually, no, it's not 15 days with them. Actually, you have to let me finish. Come on, that's it. But I've worked enough with immigrant workers to know that basically there were jobs under pressure. We needed foreign laborers, but I've worked enough with them. And now, don't try to pull that on me. To know that a certain number of them aspired to French citizenship, not because they felt French, but because it gave them administrative advantages, social benefits, and so on. I don't blame them.
I don't care.
But don't say they're more French than me.
Sir, how much do they give for a child? In France, 150 euros, 150 euros. That's not even the price of diapers. You're scaring people. They like that. Oh, but you have... Excuse me, you have 5 kids, you have 5 children, you didn't pay attention. You wanted to have kids, 5 kids, 150 euros times 5, how much is that? That's 150 euros. But let me talk to you, sir. You went down this road with 750 euros. How can you give us enough to feed 5 kids, 5 children? How can you? That's not all?
That's not all, really.
Tell me, what is the... Excuse me, go ahead, tell me.
There's the Premier League, for example.
The Premier League, let me answer.
Let me answer the Premier League.
I'm in those situations, let me answer that. Have you seen the Premier League already? Look, I'm in something. When you win half 5, let's say you win half 5 or half 4, you see size or less. I pay 300 euros a month in family allowance, but I don't have children. Sometimes I work, and my salary is around 3,900 or 3,700. When France takes it all, I only have 1,700 left. That means there are more than 1,000, maybe 1,500 or 1,600, and all of that is deductions. And listen to me, I don't get any calls. My rent here...
It's not exceptional, let me speak.
My rent is $700, but I don't get any calls. Sometimes my permit expires and everything. I don't have unemployment benefits. Sometimes I go 3 or 4 months without calls or benefits because of my permit.
You come.
I contribute about $1,500 monthly. Where are you from? I come from Côte d'Ivoire.
If I work in Côte d'Ivoire, do I get help? No.
They are over there. They are fine over there. Listen already.
They get assistance from the government. Listen.
Listen. Let me explain already. The port of my country. You see the port? Your man, the port. Yeah, the boats and all the French people, they're over there for real. They're the ones running things over there.
Well, yeah, because they're the ones who keep the port running.
Well, no, we don't talk normally. Luckily, we're good. We're nice. Luckily. Why not? Are we bothering you? There are French people, they have restaurants, they're all over there, they're doing well. No, we don't complain, no, we don't complain.
Why? Because we say there's no security issue. Maybe, yeah.
Stop me, I'm a bandit, so no.
I would really like that, sir. He seems very intelligent, and I have no doubt. Seems like a trap. No, it doesn't. I'm not twisted. I'm telling you, explain to me how, if you have 3 kids and you make 1,800 euros, how can you raise them?
I'm going to surprise you by telling you about the help he gets with 3 kids. He has 3 kids and makes 1,900 euros. I have 3 kids, earn 1,000 euros monthly and live in the countryside, which makes life a bit easier.
But wait, you pay yourself a salary so you have your own business. That's right, exactly, because you can. You give yourself whatever salary you want. You said it. No, you said it.
Earn.
No.
Not at all. No. I'm really going to tell you something. I started a catering company 2 or 3 years ago, and I can't afford to pay myself much more.
That's normal. How long ago did you start this? 3 years? It's been 3 years. Normally it should be on track. Normally it's starting to.
I'm going to make a revelation. We managed to run my company with 120 immigrant workers. So you see, it's possible. There you go. And yes, in fact, it works. And yes, in fact, if I didn't do it, no. But I'm going to explain to you why it's an obsession, because it's a vital obsession, but I'll explain why.
See, it becomes one to explain why.
You see, he thinks his country is being invaded. Why? Because there are so many. But you, who?
The French are immigrants too. There are a lot of them coming in.
The French. But you are an immigrant too.
But if you want, everyone makes their own choice, yes?
Everyone does not. Wait. Look at me closely, sir. Wait. Look closely, sir. I tell him, you too. You are an immigrant. But the French, he's proud. He tells me, no, my mother, oh yes, my mother is, but your mother, she's not, excuse me with all due respect. And hello, mom. Yes, she's your mother. We didn't find her at Carrefour. She's still your mother. You can't deny her or say you have nothing to do with her. It's like my mother, she's a stranger, my mother, maybe she is. She worked in the office, she washed things, she did I don't know what, but she's from somewhere else. You don't act like all the politicians.
Her father, he's French?
Sir?
It's called the right of blood when one parent is French. It's proof we're not that racist.
It didn't work before, but now it does since we opened up Europe.
What really bothers you? Honestly, what bothers you?
For me, it's walking through my own country and finding neighborhoods where I no longer feel at home, where people can vote to pursue non-traditional community policies in my country. And that's what it causes. The politics between you, that's what matters to me.
You can have immigrants walking.
But for me, there are immigrants who work, etc., but we shouldn't give them everything. Their French nationality. Ah, it's the nationality that bothers you? Yeah, of course, yeah.
It's the nationality that bothers me.
The guys who get nationality say it bothers them, and you told me earlier, I'm more French than you.
No, he specified
He said
that I'm more French because he's quiet.
No, he said there are images, listen.
Listen, he specified. He made images. Look, hey, film me, look, I'll say it again. He made it clear. Hey, listen, me, I'm more like 2 generations, 3 generations. He thinks he's more French than many actual French people. Me, I'm more French than him in that case, but me, I'm French, like all the French people in France. No, because you have 2 flags?
But me, I only have 1.
Excuse me, my governors, my current governors, the people who govern me and who have governed me, there were no French people before. Everyone was born in Morocco, Tunisia, or Algeria. You know the politicians. Look at his father. Where is he from and where was he born?
Jean-Luc Mélenchon, he's Moroccan, so...
Why are you talking about his Jean-Luc?
Because he was born in Morocco?
But he never ruled me. Jean-Luc Mélenchon?
Okay, so who?
He has never been in power.
Who is the stranger you're referring to? He was a minister?
A minister under Jospin.
And Hollande was born?
Where was Hollande born? I don't know. Where is his father from?
He was born in France?
Where does his father come from?
He has part of his family. Yes, he is Korean.
Fillon Sarkozy.
His father, Sarkozy, is from Sarthe and has Hungarian roots.
He was president. That didn't bother you.
No, but you'll notice that we haven't had a war recently with Hungary, nor any Hungarian terrorist attacks. No, but I don't like that.
Wait, you're saying no, but don't yell?
Just answer his question.
So your main issue is with immigrants and Muslims? I totally agree. Listen, that's your problem. Listen, sir. There are 2 billion Muslims on this earth. Do you think it's me, Karim, him, or someone else? We gave birth to 100 of our people by committing attacks.
That's not it. I have
Said that the...
Muslims were terrorists.
But you group us with them. Listen.
Because, in fact, they are Muslims too.
Let me speak. Do you think we, the immigrants, approve? No, let me speak. The Muslims. 2 billion? Not all of us approve. What about what happened in Syria because of the barbarians?
No, but there are some who approve. But if there are some who approve...
You accuse, which is called distortion in France. It's uncertain, and there aren't many.
There isn't a single Muslim who approves of Islamism.
If it's not Islamism, then what is it?
Islamic terrorism? No Muslim. Bataclan is what Islamic terrorism is.
I'm the first one against it, but this isn't right, is it? Who's going to endorse this crap?
But there are some who do endorse it, but you?
But what the hell are you doing?
But are you crazy? For example, very simply, do you know Nicolas Battini? Nicolas Battini, once left-wing, became right-wing. He was imprisoned after hearing the whole prison cheer during the Bataclan attacks. Some guys still approved. Listen.
Listen. Isn't it crazy if there were 500 lunatics in prison who burst out with joy because they had nothing else to do? And maybe, I'm sure they regretted it afterwards because there were Arabs, there were police officers who were Arab, who went inside. They're the ones who saved the situation. They weren't even honored. The shield bearer was an Arab, a French Arab like me, but nobody ever mentioned him. Why me?
I've never seen that AI.
Look carefully and bring all that up. Listen, let me talk to you. Look, you think we were the first to push back too much. You're asking me a question. You're talking to me about the Bataclan. You're talking to me about...
You're more French than me, and that you're the first to be against. That's not true. There are plenty of Muslims who are not at all. There are a lot of, how do I say? Look, I've lived in Muslim countries. I know what it's like. I know very well that there are a lot of Muslims who are against terrorism, period. I've lived in Morocco, and among you...
How many years, Morocco?
1 year in Morocco. I lived 6 months in Morocco.
Gives the right to understand all Muslims.
But so, it's to tell you that I know very well that the majority is not terrorist, but that there is a part. Which majority? No, we're negligible.
Mentioned 50 million Moroccans. What if only a portion, even 10, are involved?
There's a problem of Islamism in Morocco too. In fact,
Morocco is well governed.
It's well governed. You see, what you're saying is excellent. If Morocco wasn't well governed, there would be, especially around Tangier or in the countryside, huge Islamist surges. And there would have been the prince.
At least something? At least among Muslims who don't like the French, as they say, among Muslims who don't like the French, as they say, in French, who don't like Muslims, as they say, an Islamophobe. And if it's the opposite, it doesn't bother you, it's the opposite, that is to say. For example, you saw a Muslim who says, yeah, I don't like the French.
Some people dislike Muslims, I know. If we, for example, dislike the French, they won't like us either. Careful, I'm not condoning this. It's not us. For example, I dislike Christians and Catholics. Is that it? He has the right to do that. He has the right, or I'm a Zionist, or I'm this.
No.
No, I believe neither he nor you have the right.
He doesn't have to like others. No, I do this.
You don't have the right?
No, I do this.
I don't care if Arabs dislike the French. What bothers me is they have French nationality.
No, you see, if I go out, if I go out, I say I don't like the French. They'll call that guy a terrorist or crazy. But if a French person says, yeah, he doesn't like Muslims, that's okay.
The French person is the native in France. That's what you have to understand, the native. That's it.
In these cases, we're French, we're native, we're at home.
But no, I'm sorry. Will I be a French native in 100 years? Me, I'm at home. Let me finish because I think our views are irreconcilable. But if I can say one last thing.
You can't feel good in your neighborhood, excuse me, to finish one last thing. No, there is no last thing. I'm here for you whenever you want. Look at him.
I'm going home.
Me, no. But if you're having a debate, you shouldn't show off. You debate, you get it. You say the neighborhoods are dangerous, I can't walk around, and I no longer feel at home. Look, it's me, him, everyone here in this neighborhood. We know he's from the National Front and is racist, but we still talk to him and have never insulted him.
It's a grace?
Stop acting like that. The baby is a miracle. We come to talk to him, we try to talk to him, we try to talk to him, we try to debate with him to try to find out what it is. His problem for him, it's not immigration. His problem for him is everything that represents Islam, all of that. Machine, he must have a problem. He says, yes, they're not from the same culture, they're not from the same thing. It's like you're...
My problem is immigration and those permitting it. Clarifying my thoughts is your issue, not mine. That's why I blame our leaders first, not the immigrants. That doesn't mean I want them to be here in France, but I blame our leaders first. So my problem is with those who allow immigration, and then my problem is indeed immigration itself. And can I finish? And you will truly be French when you have only one flag in your shop and when you are fully assimilated. There you go. It may take generations. But if after 3 generations you're still running a halal business and have 2 flags, there's a problem.
Wait, being assimilated means denying who I am, who I have been. You should get help. You should get help.
By...
Out of courtesy, out of respect, and because of how my parents raised me, how they educated me, I have to shake your hand. I wish you good luck, but you should get closer to people who can help you.
You have 2 flags in your store? That's a form of total schizophrenia?
With 2 countries that are annoying. I didn't know you were a psychologist and a psychiatrist. Look at me.
I'm a clairvoyant, you see, but I'm indebted. But you see, I'm a clairvoyant, but I'm indebted to France just like me. If France has a conflict with another country, I support France because I owe it my loyalty.
It's France and Côte d'Ivoire.
If it's France and Côte d'Ivoire, I'm going to answer, but this is a question. I'm going to answer, I'm going to say no.
That's a twisted question.
Me, I'm proud to be Ivorian. The conflict,
France and Algeria are...
take my country.
It's about conflict because I stand by my country.
Because my family is there, I can't go to war against my family. You understand?
I don't understand at all.
By the way, if France were at war with Côte d'Ivoire, I'd fully support Côte d'Ivoire. Do you know why? Because it's a war against my family. They're there.
If you have French citizenship...
No, wait, I'm coming. You won't just take advantage of the citizenship like that. You give citizenship, you deserve it. You do something to deserve it. You understand? You see what I mean or not?
See, work to surprise?
There you go. They told me work, do this. Citizenship, I did it, so I deserve it. It's not just because I have citizenship for a few months.
He behaves well, he's polite, he's respectful. Me?
I recognized him. I saw you last time. I'm telling you the truth. My TDP ticket. He came in 3009. I found myself in 1700. 3009 me in 1700. How much did they take?
If you become a French citizen and Ivory Coast goes to war with France, would you support Ivory Coast?
Do you have another argument? Wait.
Wait.
That's a strong argument. Wait for me.
I'm answering I am, but you're running out of arguments.
You don't have ours. I have dual citizenship. I should normally have that right. France, me, like I told you, I'm not redeveloping France. You say to yourself, I have citizenship. And there's a problem between Côte d'Ivoire, which I hope there isn't, and all that. My family is over there. I can't fight them, you see. But does he really understand that?
That's normal.
It's normal to seek a solution, even if there isn't one. I'm for my country.
Yes, but it's normal, I understand. And it's clear proof that your country is not France, even with citizenship.
My country is not France.
Well.
There you go, my country is not France. French people live in my country, but it's not theirs, okay?
Do you know why people like you will never be in the government? You will just be the wolf. We're going to scare the children with the wolf, the wolf, the wolf, the wolf, go confuse the people. Let me tell you, I wish and I'm sure I trust the current government, even if I'm not 100% economically, but I trust the government, I trust the people who will come after, that they are real politicians who won't go to war just like that because war is not good. Wait, sir, the hallway hangs over our room. If you don't know what war is, you don't know if...
Yes, believe me, war. I saw it in Iraq, I saw it in Syria, I saw it in Armenia, I saw it in Burma.
I'll tell you. The people who govern us, they're smart enough not to start wars against Algeria, France, and Ivory Coast. Let me speak.
The president...
Tebboune, he's quite smart. He's a real diplomat. He knows how things work. He doesn't provoke. He doesn't add fuel to the fire. And maybe from here, when there's a government, maybe a new government, France and Algeria will be like before, hand in hand. We can't. There's a father. Listen, sir. We can't separate from our brother. We can't separate from our sister. Algeria, France has always been the same, yes, but it has stayed the same. Are we obliged to live with our brother or sister?
Yes. Tell it with the Mediterranean between the two.
Yes, next to it, no, we're discussing war. Mister.
No, I'm telling you, because if you tell me that if President Tebboune, me, I'm not lying to you, but if you tell me that President Tebboune, he's not provoking. With France, there's a problem.
But, sir, if this gentleman, if he didn't do nonsense like that, he wouldn't exist. Some people are like, let me talk to you, just like on TikTok. On the internet, there are people who say anything just to create a buzz, to please certain people. But you can't bark more than a dog. It's not possible. There are people who bark better than you. Just calm down. You're still young. You have a lot of hope. Many people shifted from the far right to the left and stopped, and the reverse happened too. It happened because there are positions to take. I have a friend, a very good friend of mine, who went... So what if it's the National Front? It's not a big deal. A respected friend of mine, known by many French people. No. I have a very good friend of mine who has a position. Well, he's doing well. He was in, let's say something, I agree with him. He changed his mind. He told me he's a deputy earning 15,000 euros a month. He has to talk nonsense just like you.
Me, for now, what you call bullshit is shared by a lot of people. It gets me taken into police custody. It doesn't earn me a cent, unlike...
It's shared by the majority, but yes.
What I'm saying it's shared by the majority is that you need to understand, and it's without hate. Most Rassemblement National voters think like me, but the Rassemblement National itself thinks differently. But most people who vote for the Rassemblement National hope that there will be a remigration.
Most people who vote for the Rassemblement National have never had any problems with an immigrant or a foreigner. The poor. There are no jobs in the provinces and it makes people tense. They can't get around.
It's Parisians who are moving.
The provinces, it's not leave me alone, it's normal, you know, it's just how it is.
Because provinces have fewer immigrants and people work better.
It's people who move to the provinces. It's the young professionals, like you, let's say the young professionals who earn between 3,000 and 4,000 euros who work in information technology. Everyone who can work remotely returned from the provinces after just one required day in the office, myself included. If I could go back somewhere in Algeria, where... No, why would you want me to go to Algeria?
I don't know, you're telling me to come back somewhere?
When he said French people,
Wait, but you were provoking earlier about the provinces? Yes.
You compared the Algerian and Corsican flags, so I'm asking no.
But I'm talking about the provinces, and now you're telling me, wait. It's a source of pride for me to go back to Algeria, but I'm at home, I'm in my country, I can't go there.
listen, he's the boss. That already means, you see, he pays more taxes than you do.
I'll show you my payslip and contributions. No, honestly, you have to put up with it, but I work from morning till night. Did you see? I weigh 140 kilos and my knees and back hurt. Wait, he's not brave. No one is. You leave it for the immigrants and just see them as immigrants. Me, I'm French and I get up in the morning. I work 16, 17 hours a day
So I can manage.
to make ends meet so that my children can eat and ask for nothing and get a good education and contribute. Sir, no, I don't want a medal from you. Do the same. I think he does the same. Why? But it's different if he picks a job for 1,000 euros just because that's what he has.
No?
No, I work a lot. I won't let you say that I'm lazy. I work a lot. Did I start the company with just 1,000 euros?
1,000 euros, yes, me?
I have a company. It just started, that's all.
You have some benefits on the side. You live off government aid, the state.
No, I don't live off government aid. Sure. Yes, I'm certain.
Show me on the app, the seller, all that.
But I don't have the seller app, my poor friend. First,
You're two-faced.
no, I'm not two-faced.
You're just boosting yourself up.
I'll see about talking to you about it. Why problem? I think that's really where the problem is.
I don't eat, I stay for you, but sometimes say a word. Please take this lightly. It's just a debate. Things get heated, but honestly, you're exploiting the system.
I'm honest. I visit you where you live.
Mainly to say you didn't visit me, I found you.
No.
You didn't come to see me.
Found. I would like you to go home. I can't be more honest. You find us numerous?
There are many of us, but we pay rent. You understand?
Not exactly something to be happy about, right? I mean, it's not something I'm going to be amazed by. I lived in Morocco. I paid my rent. I worked too.
You see the buildings and everything. Immigrants are there. Why don't you complain about them? Why don't you tell them you're going to see the French bosses?
Because I said earlier, I blame our excessive and inappropriate granting of nationality to everyone.
I have a lot of friends who became French. I have a lot of friends who became French. Honestly, they don't become French just like that. It's really an obstacle course. That's true. You really have to stick with it.
Me too. I'm going to apply for myself. I have steps to go through.
If you didn't pay for the subway, weren't flawless, or didn't pay your taxes, you don't get citizenship.
I think,
It's easier for an Algerian to become French than for a French person to become Algerian.
paid, you're no longer French.
Yes, but that's normal for...
A love that is forgotten. I can't just stay at home like this and get citizenship. When I apply for citizenship, they ask me things like, do you work? Do you have pay slips? Do you have this?
Do you have this? Do you have that? You see? If he becomes French tomorrow, nothing changes for him. He's just proud to be French. Yes,
I'm proud to be. Also, I repeat, but you see, my country doesn't change anything.
isn't it? There aren't people who are going to be. Also, his salary, it's not going to.
My family over there, I have my family.
But why is he taking French nationality?
So because he wants to be French, yes.
But no.
Can I be French if I want? Tomorrow too.
Yes, but we French have the right to decide who can become French.
You know, there are French people at our place.
Tomorrow, I want to be French.
But if you want to send them back, you can.
No, because we're not against you. We're not against you.
Ah, you're kind, but we're mean.
I don't know that you're mean. But there are people who...
All right, guys. Anyway, guys. In any case, it was a pleasure talking with you, really, sincerely.
Look, thank you, it was a pleasure debating with you. Look, in the neighborhood, everyone knows that you are racist, that you are from the National Front. Can you let me talk? Yes, but is it not?
Maybe you can already see that he's racist.
That maybe I'm racist. Well, yes.
You can see it, right? Wait, he's racist. Listen, no, not at all, listen. Have you been here the whole time? Has anyone bothered or spoken badly to you? Even if we speak loudly, it doesn't mean racism. You see that you're the only one who sees insecurity, but yes, but no, it exists. No, it exists. Wait, like everywhere in the country. No, I'm talking about him.
Like everywhere in the country.
Him, like for him, he's threatened, he doesn't feel safe, he's all that,
He, already there are people who will.
But fortunately, there are no people attacking me. I mean, that's not an achievement. Actually, I'm just walking around in there.
Is that what's bothering you? He's talking. Yeah, I'm on my phone, there's no one here.
So there's no security issue in France? Well, no.
No.
No, we didn't say that. No, we didn't say that. When there's an immigrant population, there's no insecurity. People vote Rassemblement National because they...
We didn't say that. No, we didn't say that. We didn't say that. If someone tells you...
Maybe him or me, we don't vote Rassemblement National for certain things there.
Said, actually, here and now, we're not threatened. Yes.
But I never said otherwise, but for me, I never said otherwise.
Country insecurity, the whole country. We're coming tonight, with or without a camera.
Never. I swear to you, it changed like crazy. There's nothing. Come by tonight. There's no one.
I'm in 3rd and 4th.
No one who? Discuss people who can't afford food, like native French individuals who ask for fries, saying they haven't eaten. I have police officer friends who tell me they go into apartments where there are elderly people and no one has seen them. It's been 3 days, they call the firefighters, they break down the door, the firefighters with the police present. The man, he hasn't turned on the heating. It's been 4 or 5 days because the old man is afraid if he turns on the heating. Money will be withdrawn from his account, he can't pay rent, and he'll become homeless. But wait.
You see that it exists. Native French people.
It's normal, you said it yourself. I'm talking about French people, like him, what he says, yes.
So native French people...
That was it. The debate topic at first showed no difference. Yes, but I'm referring to the old people.
I'm talking about the old people. I can't say white people to make him comfortable. I'm not allowed to say it.
You can say anything to me. I don't mind.
Why, sir, why do you want me to become something I'm not? Why do you want me to be who you want?
But I don't want you to become French. You aren't French, and I don't want you to be.
I'm not French, no.
Me, I prefer that you be Algerian, proud to be...
Think that you're not French, sir. For an hour, he's been debating with me and he thinks I'm not French.
It's just a debate.
That's the core of the debate. It's about nationality and whether having it is enough. Does having the papers automatically make you French? Or can you still not be considered French even with them?
These are people who behave like you. Do we have the right to take away their nationality? But no, because I
am French. I have only one nationality and only one flag, and that's France. That's what I wanted to tell you.
In that case, there are two of us.
No, because you have 2 flags and nationalities, even though you told me earlier how many I could have.
I put up the Corsican flag. Does that bother you?
So did we?
Go ahead, speak up, put it in their face, and you'll get some.
So I'm going to make a revelation to the gentleman. I'm going to make a revelation to the gentleman. Wasn't France at war with Corsica in 1962, a war after which there was a break?
So if a shopkeeper has the Corsican flag, would that be a problem?
No, that doesn't bother me. She's French. It's a French region. Being French is more than just paperwork to me.
That's all. Stay in your province.
Do you love France? I'm staying in the province because in Barbès I don't feel like I'm in France, so I'm returning to my province.
You're the only one who doesn't feel like they're in France.
What's the matter, ma'am?
Because we're talking...
No, not at all.
Really? Don't you feel like you're in Barbès, France?
Why? I don't know. Look around you, ma'am. Don't you feel alone?
See?
Yes, but why? Stay there, stay there.
Ah, yes, I'll be back there.
I know, and I can say things. You,
at what time do we...
Can we say things like that? Normally in France in 2020.
3:26 post-meridium around 3:26 post-meridium. He has to do a job. It's 3:26 post-meridium and we're allowed to say that. There you go. No, yes, ma'am. And if you only have moral arguments, that's fine. It's 2025 in France, very easy.
Yes, it's fine to say simple things on the street.
Great,
You know, what is it?
Is this the 80s and SOS racism again? No, it's 2025. Let's stop this nonsense. Nobody believes it now. There you go, but yes. And the proof is you don't want to debate. You'll tell me it's shameful, it's 2025 and all that. You don't want to debate.
Come debate.
But you have, I know...
Well, that's it. Okay, well then, we'll leave you alone with your certainties and your little dog. That's it. Yeah, just like that. And we'll leave you in peace. That's it. And back home. Come on.
We're the ones debating.
See, yesterday he had the...
It's the racists who are debating, the anti-racists who are debating.
What's that?
If I come back to Paris?
The French aren't racist, but be careful with them. There are some people who have twisted ideas. There are some people, it's not all the French. The French, they're the most tolerant in the world. We're tolerant, but people like him, they're sick in some way. They need to get help.
You know that the way I talk, it's the way all Algerians talk. Algeria or the Moroccans I've met in Morocco talk the same way in Morocco. That is national preference. Morocco is an Arab Muslim country. For me, France is a white and Christian country. It reveals both some hypocrisy and sincerity on their part, but ultimately we can't be reconciled. Actually, on certain topics.
It was still an interesting debate.
Yeah, but it does go around in circles a bit.
But I mean, that's rarely been done.
But I talk a lot with Arabs, actually. That's why when the guy tells me, yeah, you never talk with Arabs and all that, it's not true. I talk a lot with Arabs. Exactly. I know all those arguments like, I pay taxes, I work, so this is my home. It's ridiculous. Besides, he knows it's not true, and that annoys me a bit. When someone says, if there's a war with Russia, I'll be on the front line, maybe that's true. For some of them, it's even true, but in those cases, you don't have two flags. Well, I don't know if you have two flags in your store. You proudly show the Algerian flag, the National Liberation Front's flag? Considering our very recent history, don't you feel very French?
Well, interesting, I would still say yes. Despite everything, something comes out of it. Because in the end, deep down, there's something true. These guys are here, they work, they pay taxes. It's almost touching. You see,
No, but that's true. And actually what it does to me is that in this kind of conversation, I'm forced, even to exaggerate a bit the radicalness of my position. I can't just say, you work, that's fine, because then they'll say, my cousin works too, and it never ends. And I prefer to come across as blunt and say things a bit harshly rather than start dealing with things on a case-by-case basis. Whereas, while we're talking on a sidewalk,
thank you.
But it's true that anyway, it's a huge problem. That's why I mainly blame the leaders, and the French should too, before blaming immigrants. Obviously, it's that they've put us in an inexplicable situation with human tragedies to come that are going to be terrible. And me, for my wife in Pieds Noirs. Both of these parents were born in Algeria. I know what it's like to be uprooted and leave a place you grew up, even if it's not your original home. You see, I know that, but just because it's a wrench doesn't mean you should forbid yourself from doing it out of false charity. Maurras said that in politics, good feelings are just fortunate accidents. Otherwise, we really want something useful. And first, the happiness of our people, before the happiness of those Maghrebis, some of whom are very nice, etc. Unfortunately, it will go through difficult times, as peacefully as possible. That's what I want, especially for those people. And actually, it's because we don't want a civil war that we want remigration. It's because we're human that we want a solution that's difficult on a human level. That's the disgusting paradox our governments have put us in, our governments elected by the French, that's clear.
Yes, of course, the first one responsible is ourselves.
Yes, clearly it's ourselves. Of course, the enemy is within us. Within us, within us, within us. At that time, Algeria was not a country, it was an Ottoman province.
If your party doesn't talk about immigrant insecurity, will it even exist?
I don't mind if Saint-Denis has its own laws and collects its own taxes. That doesn't bother me.
We can't return. One day you'll be buried and realize nothing changed.